When I first came here, a lot more stuff going on. Violence, drugs, you name it, they had everything then. They also had churches, and God was still moving through those churches.
It was the bloodiest prison in America 15 years ago, before the warden came. Maximum security, and he came in and started out by saying, I'll be as good as you let me be and as bad as you make me be. There are people who'll tell you that he's the second most powerful man in Louisiana because of what he's been able to do here.
I didn't have these preconceived ideas of how it was supposed to be. And I came here to be the warden, and I never worked in a prison in my life. My first job in a prison was a warden. And now I've been a warden 29 years.
The majority of offenders that are here have life sentences. And what we have tried to do and what Warden Cain has tried to do is to make it into like a community for these guys.
So you want these folks to build a community so that the place that they're living in matters to them. We
do, yes. They have to. They have to have hope. They have to have structure. And to live your life, you just can't live it in the cell torment, because you'll finally just, we do that to some people. Some people have to stay in the cell, and it's sad. But we want to leave the light at the end of the tunnel so that if they ever change or they want to change, that they can change, and many of them do.
So you have supervision over 18,000 acres. It's a working farm. You have a $120 million budget, and you have a lot of activities going on for these men in this prison. And that has grown under your leadership. How did you grow that? The workshop, the rodeo, the radio station, you have a magazine that comes out. Why do you do that all?
I also have a television station.
You have a television station.
I do, and it's a pretty cool one. And we have televangelists because it's inmates preaching. We have 7 churches now. The largest one seats 800. And you always can see a church steeple anywhere on this farm. And so they preach in their own churches, they do their own congregations, and we televise their sermons to the entire population so the ones in the cell blocks can be involved too. Otherwise, they wouldn't be evangelized.
Cain has been warden at the massive prison farm at Angola, Louisiana, for the past 6 years. He controls every aspect of daily life for more than 5,000 inmates. And it is he who presides over every aspect of death when a condemned prisoner's court appeals have run out. It is an awesome responsibility, he says he faces, with the help of his Christian faith and a Bible verse that is never far from his lips.
How you doing? It says that we're to obey the law of the land, and that gives us the peace to go ahead and do this.
Gives you the peace.
Right.
Warden Cain, how many people have you personally put to death?
5. 5 at the execution table.
5 convicted murderers have died in Angola's lethal injection room since the table was installed in 1991.
The first man I executed bothered me really pretty bad the next day because I took a perfectly healthy human being in there and laid him on the table and killed him. That's what I did. I vowed that I wouldn't execute another man that I didn't talk to about his soul, and I haven't. And the next 3 I've executed, I actually held her hand while he died. We do it with dignity, and we all say a prayer before we do it, and I hope we're not doing something wrong. That's the law of the land. We're carrying it out.
At this moment, Cain says most of the men he's executed have asked him to hold their hands. So you hold every prisoner's hand as he faces his death?
Sure, what can I say? But who held the victim's hand? And I think of that. It's just really, but I have to think, I'm here with him. I couldn't be with the victim.
And the last words he hears are yours saying,
Get ready to see Jesus' face. Here we go.